Welcome back to the Loco Youth Leader Labs. This is episode number 5. For these next couple episodes, these next 3, we're talking about leading small groups. We've broken that up into 3 categories. Today, we're talking about environment. Our hope is after watching each of these videos, you're gonna be able to step into your group with a plan, a process, and some new confidence to be able to lead your groups really well. We believe that when you set the right environment, you set yourself up for success. And when you neglect the environment, you can expect chaos. So today's emphasis is gonna be on just that. We're calling it 3 tips to creating space. So the first one is this: knees together. We're gonna say that proximity equals relationship. So whenever you are in a small group, this should be really easy to remember. This should be the first thing that you're doing. You're circling everybody up. You don't have to sit crisscross applesauce. This is not first grade necessarily, but use that as a reminder to where we're sitting close enough to where our knees are touching, because that's going to ensure that students are leaned in, they're engaged in what's happening, they're not able to have just side conversations off to the side, they're not able to mess around with stuff way over here, but they are leaned in and engaged to what's happening. So again, that one was knees together. Second one is lead from a wall. Now you could think that's like really metaphorical for something, but no, that is literally lead from a wall. Make sure there is a wall behind you. You don't want to lead out in the middle of the room. Why? Because when there's something happening behind you, where are people's eyes gonna go? They're gonna go straight to the thing that's happening back there. So this is to eliminate distractions. This is to make sure that you are able to keep your group focused. It doesn't matter where you're looking. You have the maturity enough to really keep it here. Students, they're gonna get distracted. So here's our tip, and it is lead from a wall. Make sure you have a wall right behind you. Number 3, the last one is set clear expectations. When we're talking about environment, we're talking about how these students should feel in this moment. Make sure that you set them up well to understand the moment well. By that, I mean, make sure they're clear on when they can be silly, when they can joke around, and when it's time to really lean in, when it's time to get serious, when it's time that they can make jokes or they have to lean in. So make sure that you are setting very clear expectations. You can do this with your body language. You can do this with your tone of voice. Sometimes you're gonna have to do this verbally and just say, hey guys, right now, hey, let's focus for 2 more minutes. Hey guys, this is not the time to do this. Or you can do that simply by joining in. If it's time to make jokes, make a joke yourself. Connect with these students. This is not a time to scold them. This is not a time to, hopefully you're not having to discipline them. Hopefully everything is in good, clean fun. Think of small group as a coffee table conversation or a conversation right around the dinner table. In those times, you do talk about serious things, but you also joke around. You also talk about your day. You also tell funny stories. So again, set the environment and set clear expectations in that environment. So again, these 3: knees together, lead from a wall, and set clear expectations. If you do these 3 things, I think you're gonna have an environment where the students know what they can do, when they can do it, and they're gonna be engaged into what's happening. So that does it for leading a small group. Talking about environment, go ahead and check out our next video on leading a small group. We're talking about routines that you should do every single week. Go ahead and check it out.